Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.
So guys, I want to play this video because we have a brother who is in pain right now. This brother, his woman left him, and he is on IG seeking attention, seeking validation, trying to get his girl to come back to him, or, you know, maybe even try and guilt trip her into feeling bad about leaving him. So this is what he chooses to do. He makes a fool out of himself. And this woman here on Twitter, she actually screen recorded this man in pain, shared this video, and attempts to make fun of him. In the caption, it says, "I don't know this boy, but he said his girlfriend left him and he'd been on IG acting a plumb fool. OMG." So we're going to see the video that she is exposing of this young man. And this is actually quite sad because this young brother, he's hurting right now. He's hurting. He needs a helping hand, but instead, this woman is lacking empathy and she calls him out. So let's watch. All right, so I have to stop that music. I think it's a XXXTentacion, but you can see he's crying with a firearm, what appears to be a firearm in his right hand. This is not good. He's got it on his lap now. I guess he's a real street ninja and he's in pain. He goes, "Bye, everybody I love who really loved me. 6-4." So June 4th. "She gave up on me and kicked it like we was gonna be back when this her second night sleeping with the ninja. Then I don't hear from her until she ready to make her lie up. And on Draco's soul, I'm coming with you, Jalen and Draco. F this world. I beg to see her. I know why now, because if I beg you and ask you 100 times and he asks once, he don't gotta beg you. You really like this ninja, you left him for me." Or I guess he meant you left me for him. This brother is all spun around, and this is very sad, but this happens to a lot of young Black men. They throw their whole heart into this woman, and now she has torn it into pieces. Obviously, you know, that brother has some issues, and I think they need to be addressed. He could be doing this for attention. He could be serious. He might spin the block on the guy who took his girl. Who knows? But these are the type of things that start turmoil in the community, and it is over a woman. Now, what I would say is she probably should have broke it off with him straight up. Okay. You know, let him know, hey, I'm not interested anymore. Boom, boom, bap. Because it looks like there are some questions unanswered. And maybe that is for the best because he looks too emotional and he might have done something that he would seriously regret if she had confronted him in person and broke up with him in person. I don't know how it went down, but I just think like the woman who posted it, she's kind of, you know, she's not being that empathetic nurturer that they claim to be. She's like, oh, he acting a fool, da da da, and she wants, clout from this and people to laugh at it. But I think it's a very serious issue, and a lot of people don't understand that, women are cheating just as much, if not more, than men. What I would say is more than men nowadays, because they love to make it seem like men were just cheating and cheating and cheating, but the women are really the ones who are out here cheating at a higher rate. And I mean, I've got more videos to prove it.
Hello, everyone. This is definitely not a video that I would like to share here on TikTok, but I feel like I just gotta let my pain out in a way or another. I just found out by reading messages and looking at pictures that my wife of 12 years, she's been cheating on me with another guy.
Woo! Javier, we are here for you, my brother. But she got him. Wife of 12 years. They got to the decade mark, which is commendable, right? A lot of marriages don't last a decade. As a matter of fact, the average length of a marriage in the Black community is 5 years. So a lot of marriages are not lasting that long. But he found out that his wife was cheating on him after all this time. Very, very sad situation here. But this is what's going on out here, guys. The sexual revolution, the female empowerment movement, they feel like they can just throw away 12 years of marriage and it's easier to cheat. So the man is not trying to, quote unquote, get them back. And most men are not going to beg their wife back when they cheat, or their woman back when they cheat, right? And women know that. So they know that once you realize they're with another man, you're completely turned off. And they know that secretly, but they try and act like they don't know that. But that's the reason why they do it. They get with another man so that your emotional attachment dies down even more, so they can be justified in their actions. Now, Javier is out here exposing it because in social media, this is something that their biology doesn't account for. Social media and being exposed and being embarrassed. Now, she knows that she's going to have to delete her Instagram because people might come from his video and go to her and shame her for what she done.
Really embarrassing to say. It is truly embarrassing to say and share this to the world, but I need to find a way to just let my pain out. And trust me, what it hurts the most is not that a woman cheated on me. You know what's the worst pain? That I have 2 kids, a 9-year-old, my daughter Haley, and a 4-year-old, my son. It hurts the most knowing that they're going to be hurt.
Wow. And we all know, especially since this woman is already dealing with another man, the likelihood of abuse to be committed upon those children increases when a woman introduces a man who is not kin to those children from a romantic relationship. So we all know this is, a horrible thing, but it just seems like modern women do not care if they're putting their children at risk by leaving a good man. And this is a Malcolm, even though he is, a Latina man, he is a Malcolm. And what is that? I've seen his videos. He's in the gym. He looks like he's a big guy, strong, chiseled jaw. I would say that he is a massively attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. So he is a top tier Malcolm, probably right below high value man status. He just needs to get his bread up to become high value. And that's really it. But, this brother is still getting cheated on, and he's a top tier Malcolm. So it makes a lot of men be like, man, what am I doing? Because let's keep it a buck. This guy with his physique and, just his looks alone, I mean, he could be He could be going to the junior college like Coach Greg says and be hitting 18 to 25-year-olds all day long, bro. All day long, especially in the Hispanic community. It's over. So he's eating off rip, bilingual, and he still was trying to be the good man and trying to do the right thing for his wife, which a lot of men genuinely have to, as a man, you have to genuinely make a conscious decision to forego your high earning years to take care of a woman and your family and your children. And yes, women have to do that too. But let's keep it a buck. A lot of them are pushing back childbirth, and their higher earning years are in their 20s, not like men in their 30s. But a lot of men end up, hey, boom, I'm gonna settle down, whatever, boom, they still stay in great shape, but they're not playing the field. They're turning things down even, and they're being the good man, and they get screwed after a decade of marriage, and that sucks. And that's not what every woman is going to do. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is the Malcolms. It's happening to the Malcolms. It's happening to the massively attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men. The mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men. The medium ugly, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men. And the massively ugly, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men. It's happening to all the Malcolms. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? I mean, I can't really give you advice as to what to do, but what I can tell you is you need to be aware.
They already are, because my daughter already knows what's going on. And it's a low blow for me. It hurts. But what hurts the most, like I said,
and she's gonna get custody, and she's gonna brainwash the daughter. Your father was emotionally abusive because the daughter, she's an eyewitness. She saw how great her father treated that woman. She saw it, so she feels like a shot to the chest, and she feels the betrayal from her mother. But what's gonna happen is mom's gonna get custody, and mom is going to brainwash the daughter. She's going to brainwash the daughter and say, oh, your father, behind closed doors, he was emotionally abusive. He never let you guys see it, but he used to call me this and that and that. Oh, my God, it's crazy.
Are my son and my daughter. It hurts because they don't deserve to have this pain. They deserve to have a mom and dad to be together for the rest of their lives and just being there, raise them, take them to school. But that won't be the case no more because...
Woo! And this is what I'll say. As a man, you can eat. I mean, it's just a reality. You can easily replace that. Not easily. I'm not going to say you can easily replace that maternal figure in the household. As far as acquisition goes, yes, it is relatively easy. But you can't ever replace like somebody's actual mom and, that connection you have with your own biological mother. However, he can date another woman, and if they have 50-50 custody, however they split it, he can literally date another woman, put that woman in place, and she will, as long as he dates a traditional woman, she'll fill that maternal role. As far as, I mean, she can do some of the nurturing. Obviously, she can't go crazy on the nurturing because it's not her kids. You don't just want some random woman kissing up on your kids, right? But she can do some of the nurturing. She can do, she can do some of the, a lot of the cleaning, a lot of the cooking, a lot of those things that, the woman's role plays. She can be replaced. And it's not to say that the mother is not important at all. Very important, in the ideal situation is to be with the biological mother and father. But what I'm saying is, Buddy can go and find a woman, 18, 20, 21, whatever, and she will fall right into that motherly role where she'll be cooking, she'll be cleaning, and she will take care of the kids almost like a babysitter. And there's not as much risk to the children when it comes to intercoursal abuse or physical abuse, because she is going to follow the man's lead. Whereas the woman, when the mother, when she goes, she can't easily replace the father because, for one, most men have already men are on game when it comes to the single mother thing. A lot of guys know that, okay, if I am going to date with a single mother or deal with a single mother, it's going to be recreational use only. I'm not going to commit to her. I'm not going to be, stepdaddy of the year. So it's going to be way harder for her to replace that paternal figure when it comes to the masculine side of it. All right. Because most men are not going to want to be fathers to somebody else's kid. And then they hear the story that she cheated. And I mean, it's going to be hard for her to really get somebody who's going to care about her kids like that biological father would. So, but you can, like, a woman, bringing in a woman into your situation when you got kids as a man, she's going to fall in love with those kids unless your kids are just bad as hell. But even if they are bad as hell, she'll still fall in love with the kids. I mean, that's just how women are. They love children. And men love children too, pause, in a fatherly way, right? But it's in a different way. Like, we want to do fun things with the kids, and I don't know, we like to challenge them in different ways. It's a different type. It's hard to explain.
There's no marriage anymore, obviously. It's just me and my kids now. That's it. I won't be the first or the last man who gets cheated on. There's been many, and there's going to be way many more after me. So it's cool, bro. It's cool. It's fine. Time heals. Time is going to heal me, and I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But I just thought about sharing this out there with you guys, and stay strong, man. Stay strong. Life goes on, and I have kids to fight for. I have kids to keep working for and make sure they have what they need. And most importantly, I will seek God and ask for him to guide me and show me the.
See, I mean, you think if a woman made a video about her ex-man cheating on her, she would be this graceful? I mean, this guy, he's a good guy, man. I hate to see good guys get screwed like this, because this guy is a good guy. He's not bashing her. He's not saying, oh, she's a slut, she's a whore, she's, slurping on another man's dang-a-lang. All this, he's not doing all that. He's straight up like, yo, time will heal all wounds. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. And he's doing the good man thing, guys. I mean, I respect the good man thing. I do. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to get screwed if you live with this mindset. That's why you gotta come to the red vitamin, bro.
The ways. And I know I'm not alone. Thank you.
So anyways, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship question to the email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp, so I know you're paying on time, man. Y'all need to be on your mark for getting with the BS. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne, coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne. So guys, man, I know it's been a while since I've been live. I wanted to give you guys another live video. And I didn't post the premiere today, so I just wanted to come on and kind of fill that gap. But what I'm going to be talking about today is intercourse work. All right. And here's the thing. We all know that sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health. So obviously, most men, if there was a vote to be put out there to legalize prostitution, besides the guys who are going to go the religious route, but most men would say, okay, yeah, legalize it. Why? Because it directly benefits men. So on the back end, though, the internet prostitution is what inevitably hurts men, because now it's more of a thing. You're looking at something that you will never be able to access. So it's hurting a lot of guys' self-esteem. And then you can see the reflection of that in, obviously the degeneracy, the breakdown of the family and all that kind of shit. We're not going to get into all that deep stuff right now, but I just kind of want to break down some of these videos. And then we're going to lead into a video that I saw that's called Vegas Dark Side, the stories of ex-prostitutes. And here's the thing. Y'all got to understand these hoes like hoeing, bro. And I don't say that in a derogatory way. Okay. I'm going to be cursing in this live stream. I'm going to say bitch. I'm going to say ho. I'm going to say nigga. But I am saying this in the most endearing way possible. All right. So we're going to get that disclaimer out of the way. But these hoes love hoeing, bro. And we ain't mad at it. Okay. Niggas love hoes, just not to cuff. And that's what I've been saying on this channel for the longest time. So I just want to break down a few female nature videos and kind of, catch up on some things that we weren't able to hit on in some videos that I was never able to get to. And then we're gonna go and get into the thick of it. So I got a few videos that are going to be funny, and then we'll get into the real conversation. So this first video that I have here is a Latina woman who, I guess she is maybe first generation immigrant or whatnot. And she says that girls overseas don't drink and smoke insanely like modern women. Maybe not the smoking part, but I beg to differ. Okay, now let's get into it.
Now, as far as going overseas for passport bros, the women that they do interact with, is it like in America where it's a thing it's cool to smoke, drink, all day a lot? Because, when you go out, a lot of women, they drunk, they alcoholics. Is that a thing over there like that?
All right, so we do have an uptick in women drinking alcohol. I did the story a few months back on how teen girls are more depressed and feeling hopeless than teen boys. And then, now we see a report that just came out that says, okay, men are more depressed when they're single in their later age and whatnot. But I'd have to look at the data more in depth. But a lot of women are definitely vaping, using alcohol, drinking, all that kind of stuff way more heavily than they did in the past. And this could be because they have higher rates of depression, anxiety, whatnot. Or it could simply just be that these women like turning up. All right. And this is what I've always said. Women use alcohol to lower their inhibitions so that they can make decisions that they may or may not regret for the next day. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, that sounds grapey and whatnot. There's a lot of gray area, because a lot of women will get drunk and do things that they would have never done if they were sober, and they don't regret it. And then some will do the same thing and they will regret it. And we've seen instances upon instances of that happening we've seen it all throughout life, but we've seen it amp up, especially with this Jonathan Major situation. And then there was another situation with Kai Cenat where he was fighting off grape allegations because his homie, smashed some chick at the party. And I guess she wanted Kai to smash, but he ended up coming in the room and smashing, but he filmed it. So he had plausible deniability and all this other stuff. So there's different things going on here. Okay. There's different things going on here. But at the end of the day, we all know that women do drink alcohol to lower their inhibitions so that they can make decisions that they may or may not regret for the next day. And that's just kind of how it is. That's just kind of how it has been going down for the longest, and I'm not saying that it's right. And I'm not encouraging men to have intercourse with women who do choose to do this. I would tell you to reject it. And I myself have rejected it in multiple instances in my life. But this is a reality, especially with the Western woman. And I mean, shit, you'll be hard pressed to find a woman who doesn't go out every weekend or at least 2 to 3 times a month in this day and age. Hard pressed.
Well, like as someone who I haven't had alcohol in 5 years, I don't drink alcohol. It makes me more aware of how people and especially women react nowadays when they are drunk. So I definitely think it's more of a here thing than it is over there. And I think a lot of it comes from a lack of insecurity for a lot of women.
Now, this is what I don't fucking agree with. I mean, you gonna tell me that these hoes in these third world countries don't drink as much as the women in the States? You got me fucked up. Okay. Them hoes are drinking. And, it may not be widespread because of poverty, right? You'd rather have water than alcohol. Okay. It's out of necessity. But let me tell you what, when they ass come over here, they ass is fucking drinking. So the reason why maybe these women in these third world countries, I don't know if she's speaking what country she's speaking about, maybe Mexico or Peru or Ecuador or Argentina. I don't know which country she's referring to, but what I know is, especially in Mexico, them hoes drinking. Don't even they're drinking in Mexico. In Brazil, they're drinking. So I'm trying to figure out what she's talking about. But alcohol is huge overseas, huge. And maybe in a place like Venezuela or something like that, you're not going to have that much, the woman drinking because they're in survival mode. Okay, they have no currency. They're overruled by dictators and whatnot, communist dictators. So they really don't have a choice. Okay. But when you look at Mexico, them hoes are drinking. Brazil, they're drinking. Colombia, they're drinking. So I don't know what she's talking about, but I see a lot of guys, I fuck with the passport bros, but a lot of guys, they think they're going to get their passports and go overseas and find this miracle woman. And I'm telling you right now, that's not how it works.
Because I have talked to friends, I've talked to people firsthand that they need to have a few glasses of something in order to even go on a date because they don't feel confident enough to communicate with a man, which that is insecurity. Because if you can't communicate and you can't express yourself, that's coming from a place of insecurity. And that's something that you need to work on. So,
you try to get rid of the edge. You can't just attribute everything to fucking insecurity. Do women even know what insecurity means, bro? Because they just be using these words over and over again. Not everything is insecurity. Maybe this individual is just trying to, loosen up. Sometimes, when you're off of illicit drugs, and I'm not anti-drug at all, okay? I fuck with drugs, all types of drugs. And people might be upset with me saying that I don't encourage children to use drugs. But I think that there is a healthy way to, use drugs. I genuinely believe that. So I'm not knocking people who do drugs. If you're fiending now, that's a whole different situation. But, if you want to use Molly to turn up at a rave, I'm not mad at that. If you want to, take shrooms and have a trip, I'm not mad at that. If you want to snort a line of cocaine after you got shit-faced drunk to level yourself out, I'm not mad at that. Okay. But that's just my personal opinion. As long as you're just not chain sniffing, chain snorting, popping mollies every fucking day, popping Xans every day, Percocets every day. There's a time and a place. And I think that you can, as an individual, use drugs responsibly. However, and whenever there is a how, there is an ever. I think that a lot of these chicks who may take a shot before going on a date, they're just trying to loosen up. And a guy might do the same thing. I've encouraged guys that, hey, man, so you don't go in there thirsty, punch one out. Okay. Bust one off, so you're not going in there thirsty, like giving off that vibe, because women can tell when you're off that vibe. So even though we say, okay, no fap in general, look, man, I'm not mad at you if you bust one out before, you go on that date, especially if you're finna get some guaranteed pussy, because then if you're going to get some guaranteed pussy on that date and you bust one out about 5 hours before then, bro, I mean, you're going to tear shorty down and you probably won't even bust again that day, especially if the pussy ain't hitting on nothing. So I'm not against, certain things that people would call taboo when done in moderation. All right.
People here, I think, mask their insecurities with alcohol a lot rather than getting to the root problem and understanding what is it about you that you can't, why can't you communicate? Why do you feel the need to have these glasses of wine before you go on a date? Or why do you like to get...
I mean, wine makes you silly. It makes you loose. Like, it don't always got to be the bitch is insecure. Like, I'm going to keep it a buck. A lot of these women, y'all might say that they're insecure and whatnot. I don't really think they're insecure, at least when it comes to physical appearance. Now, if they're, going under the knife every week, then yes, that's definitely insecure. But a lot of these women think they look damn good. They think that they are 10s. So I'm just trying to figure out where this insecure thing is coming from.
Belligerent drunk or something, and it's okay or it's normal. I see it like a lot, and I think especially with the culture of like women bottle waitressing, half of them are like getting trashed when they're working. It's such like a normal thing. And I think that's also what normalizes it, is like the jobs that some women want to take on. Like, I'm not saying don't be a bottle waitress, but I'm saying like if you are a bottle waitress, a lot of them tend to get trashed when they're doing it.
And like I've said before, when it comes to bottle girls, this is what you have to understand about bottle girls. All bottle girls are pay for play, at least 75% of them. So a lot of those women do have to get trashed because they might get a high ticket roller or a shark, as they would call them. He come into the club, right? He come into the club and then he's over here basically offering her $2,500 to give him some top in the back room. So yeah, she's going to have to get shit faced in order to do that. Now, would you call that insecurity, or would you call that just willing to do anything to get money? Okay. I mean, there's this is what I keep saying, guys. These hoes love sex work. They really do. And I would go as far as to say that, all this hype about human trafficking and shit like that, it's really not what people think it is. Okay. Most women who selling that pussy are selling it voluntarily. Most, I would say 80%, I would probably say 90%, probably more than that. There is a very small percentage of women who are getting human trafficking. I mean, it's very small. Women in sex work, that is. All right. Very small percent, but it happens. And it, if it's, it is what it is. It's wrong. But I mean, couldn't you say, here's the thing. A lot of these hoes need pimps, man. And you could have a benevolent pimp, or you could have a tyrannical pimp, right? But there's two different things. But a lot of them, they need direction. Otherwise, they would implode on themselves, and they need that security, okay? I've done stories on my other channel, Black Gen Z Mindset. And if you want to tune into the next stream, we're going to talk about evil African kings. And we're going to talk about Mobutu, the Congolese tyrant. So we're going to talk about that after this on Black Gen Z Mindset. So tune into that after this live stream. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I was just saying a lot of these chicks, they need that direction because for one, they spending their money 100 miles per hour. That's a fact. That's a fact. Spending their money 100 miles per hour, not working as much as they should be working as well because they do get lazy and it's a shitty job. Okay, especially it'd be different if every John that came up to them was like a hot guy, 6'4" Chad who's just want to fuck their brains out and pay them, to fuck them. A lot of hoes would pay that man to fuck them. A lot of these bitches on the street. So, but when your John is like some, fat, overweight, 60-year-old Jewish guy, with hair all over his chest and back and ass crack, and you genuinely have to suck his dick and you genuinely have to potentially eat ass or do some things to this man that you probably would never do if it wasn't for that dollar, then these women, they get tapped out, they get burnt out from being in the streets. And I mean, a lot of people will be like, man, why you must hate these women. No, bro, I'm just telling you what the fuck is going on, and I'm keeping it a buck. Shout out to my guy, boss player MFS in the building. He says a hoe will be a hoe. That's a fact. Ricky Webster says what's good. What about says cool. Ricky Webster also says these women don't want to work and keep a job, and when they get the motherfucker, yeah. I mean, he says and can't keep a job when they get that motherfucker. Yeah. I mean, that's a fact, bro. So here's the thing. I never wanted to come on here and demonize the intercourse work. Now, we will make jokes and we will say names, but I'm not calling them anything that they're not calling themselves. I'll tell you right now, if you go to any one of the OnlyFans hoes, like bio or Instagram bio or Twitter, whatnot, they'll literally have in the bio, oh, your favorite slut, or oh, the biggest hoe on OF, or they're gonna have something that indicates, yo, I'm you could pay for this pussy. At least in the caption. Now, can you actually like set up a meetup? Most of them, no. Okay. Well, I wouldn't even say most of them. It depends. Like if you're another male content creator, then it's possible. But if you just like a fan and you're just trying to fuck, no. I'm trying to teach y'all the game because I thoroughly understand it. All right. I thoroughly understand it. See, when I actually debated when Kevin Samuels was still alive, God rest his soul. When he was alive, I debated him on my channel about pay for play. And, I personally had not had any experience in said activities. But then I started doing research after that conversation and debate. And then it opened up a whole nother world for me as far as, research purposes. And I started to view the ins and outs of what was really going on. And I'm telling you right now, they love intercourse work. But the thing is, they only love it when the John is hot. And sometimes they do come across hot Johns, all right? Guys who just, maybe they're awkward, socially awkward, but they're super physically attractive. And then they start to realize when they spend more time with the guy, why he's paying for pussy. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of nuances to this, but they might loathe fucking, the ugly Johns, but they love the money more than they loathe fucking the ugly Johns, if you would. So shout out to Ricky Webster again. He says if a woman can't take care of her own doggone basic necessities, how in the French toast is she going to help any doggone body else? She can't. Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh, say that.
Yeah, and that goes for men too. But all in all, I went on a tangent here. But my point is that just because a woman, takes a shot to ease her anxiety or ease her nervousness on going on a date doesn't mean that she's necessarily insecure. And, there is a huge risk that women take when going on a date with a man that they don't know. Okay. So I just want to acknowledge that at least to be fair. So let's keep going.
And it's just like, there is no chill there versus over there, South America, most women are not getting jobs as bottle waitresses in nightclubs to get people drunk, and they're also getting drunk. Sure, I'm sure some, but here it's crazy the amount of women that actually do it. Over there, what's more of a thing is hospitality, working at restaurants, working as waitresses. That's more of a thing and more common.
Yeah, but and here's the thing. They do that because they don't know another way, and the other way is looked down upon in a sense, okay? Because in a lot of these Latin American countries, yeah, she's talking about women don't get these jobs where they're a bottle girl. Yeah, they just sell pussy. Like, why are we acting like prostitution is not just normalized overseas, right? It really is. So the same women that you're talking about, oh, they don't really get jobs, being bottle girls. Okay, she may not be a bottle girl, which there are bottle girls in Mexico and Colombia and these clubs in Brazil. There are bottle girls. Okay, trust me. And there are also prostitutes. So there's both. And yes, there are a lot of women going into more dignified fields for sure, 100%. But that doesn't negate the fact that shit. I can't. I haven't looked at the data. I wouldn't say most women are going into prostitution overseas, but we know the data in Houston, right? We know in Houston. I did a story on Black Gen Z, and I think the woman said there were over. I don't want to get it wrong, but I believe she said there were over 1 million sex workers. No, she didn't say 1 million. She might have said like 300,000. I don't remember the actual figure, but anyways, that was just in one city in Texas. Okay. So this shit is fucking crazy, bro. What's going on? Okay. So we have, I guess one of the divesting women in here. She says Black women need to divest from apes is what she's saying. Apes. So obviously the racist rhetoric, which I don't mind. But if you do want to continue in this chat, you're definitely going to have to join the stream to show what you look like. Because if you ugly as fuck, we're definitely going to cook you for calling Black men apes. So let's keep going. But I mean, shit, I don't give a fuck because niggas on that ape shit. I mean, we've been repping ape shit. We've been going ham. We've been, when you're an athlete, going ape shit is actually a good thing. So.
Which is why I think a lot of women over there feel more inclined to be hospitable, because it's already in their nature to be hospitable and to make you feel welcome and to make you feel good. They're not getting trashed, they're not getting drunk, they're not getting high, they're not smoking hookah all the time. Here, it's such a normal thing for women to do it. And I just feel like what it does is it fuels insecurity. And that's what most people do. And like I said, I am more like receptive to seeing that because I don't drink. And when you don't drink, you start seeing things differently.
Okay, so she does have a good point. I'm not like a big drinker. When I go out, I don't really drink like that. Might have a beer or something like that. But, as you guys can see my physique, it doesn't reflect that of an alcoholic. But anyways, we're going to get into a clip from the Whatever podcast next. And then we're just going to keep churning them out until we get to our main expose. But I did want to break this down because, man, I mean, I don't know where he'd be finding them, but he gets the most delusional women to come on his show. So let's break this shit down.
Why do I have to prove to you guys that oppression?
Are you oppressed?
I mean, I'm here to stand. I'm here to stand up for women that are oppressed. Yeah, I don't like what I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of getting picked on.
I mean, she just sounds kind of dumb. I'm trying to figure out where women are oppressed. I really genuinely am trying to figure this shit out. In what field, in what realm are women oppressed? Because now we just saw that affirmative action is not going to be a factor in college admissions. So are we going to see less women in college? Okay. I mean, we're definitely going to start seeing less people of color in college for sure. right? And it's not because of racism. It's just because niggas ain't qualifying, okay? These individuals are not qualifying, therefore you're not going to get in just because of your demographic. Now, obviously, the people in admissions are individuals, so they might have a criteria to admit students based off of merit. But I mean, if you have a 50-year-old feminist who's running admissions, she's definitely going to still practice the affirmative action admissions policy. Oh, wow. She goes again. You monkey rather go on Brad's internet and embarrass yourselves instead of building, providing, protecting. Okay. For one, I build. I actually am working on, I don't have to qualify myself to you, but let's keep it a buck. I'm not like these other YouTubers. I actually have real businesses in real life, and I use Brad's internet to my advantage. Okay. So I actually have multiple real estate investment properties. And I'm actually working on a couple flips right now. I'm about to buy another one next week. And I, flip land as well and develop land. So I really don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Just because a guy has a hobby, especially a black man has a hobby, and we're on the internet talking about things that interest us, doesn't mean that we're embarrassed at all. And I dropped the stream. If you come up here and show your face, I guarantee you're going to embarrass yourself because you probably ugly as shit. Let's keep going.
On here.
Well, I'm just asking you some questions. So it's okay. Would you describe yourself as a feminist?
Yes.
So how do you believe in gender equality?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So how do you reconcile believing in gender equality, but also holding men to their traditional gender roles of paying for the first date?
Well, I'm just saying that's my personal view. A woman can.
You ain't special, nigga. You live out of Brad resources attacking black women. Brad resources? What? I live in a house that I rehab myself that's fully paid off. Brad's resources, nigga, what? These are resources that I created for myself. What are you talking about? Just join the stream before you get timed out. To LMAO to take I for my face to a what? Okay, now this motherfucker is just illiterate. Anyways, we're gonna put you in timeout. And if you keep coming on with the bullshit and don't join the stream, if you don't join the stream, then you're gonna be banned because we don't just tolerate this, the outlandish try. You got to put a face behind it. You're just a coward if you're just typing on the keyboard. At least I'm putting my face on it. Let's keep going. Being
a feminist is just doing whatever you want to do and not being bashed by society. Okay, so she says being a feminist is doing whatever you want to do. That's not being a feminist. Actually, that's being a Satanist, doing whatever you want to do. That's the do what thy wilt doctrine by, I believe, Anton LaVey. So that's not what being a feminist is. A feminist is a woman who believes in gender equality between the sexes. That's what a feminist is. A feminist is a woman who believes that women are equal to men. That's all feminism is. Okay. So, or that's at least the Merriam-Webster definition of what feminism is. Now, what it is today is different than what it is defined as. For that. And obviously standing up for women's rights and stuff like that. But I don't know, I just feel like this question's really dense, if I'm being honest.
No, you're dense. Okay.
Well, I'm just asking you. You said that you almost very knee jerk when I asked who should pay. You said that men should pay immediately, right? Yeah. So my question is, if you believe in gender equality, don't you think you ought to split the bill on the first date?
No, because my main concern with gender equality is through yes, in society, fixing that, and through the system.
Bruh, this is why there can never be any gender equality, because this bitch thinks at 2 miles per hour. She can't even get a point out. And then she talks like this and just blaming the system. And it's just shorty's is just like so vapid. There's just nothing going on in her brain. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not saying that every woman is like this, but God damn, it is just so many. Like the woman in the comments section, who keeps making the remarks but won't come on the stream. This is what happens all the time, where they will have these insane opinions and then they will not be able to defend them. Okay. These just off base, non-realistic opinions. Like this woman right here, she's saying, what in the system do we have to fix that's going? I'm trying to figure out what disadvantage do women have in today's day and age? Like seriously. And even if we think of throughout all of history, women throughout all of history have lived better existences than men, period. It's not even up for discussion. It's not even up for debate. Women throughout all of history have lived better existences than men. It's not even a question.
But yeah, I don't. Oh my God.
Hold on.
Try.
She's just really dumb. Really dumb.
Try to keep a straight face. Try to keep a straight face, John.
No, I'm done talking.
No. Go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
I'm done talking. I'm done. If he's going to be making faces, I don't feel comfortable, and I don't want to. I'm not backing down. I just don't feel comfortable when he's.
No, she's backing down because she knows she sounds stupid. And now she doesn't want to feel stupid and be embarrassed.
Making faces. He already disrespected me, called me a bitch when I never once disrespected him. So I already feel a little. I know because I already. If he gives me a proper manly apology, be a man and apologize. You say that you be a man and apologize. Come on, for disrespecting me and calling me a bitch.
Don't say it again, John. I thought you were going to. Hold on, guys. GTS here. Oh, Jesus Christ.
She's oppressing babies by unaliving them. Enough said. GG, get wrecked.
Woo! And that was a good point. It looks like they had a abortion debate. I mean, is abortion even a debate anymore? I genuinely don't understand how you can justify it in 2023. Seriously.
This conversation has been derailed. Okay, so John claims he's sober, but he drank quite heavily before the show.
That's his own issue.
Okay. Sober. Okay. So disregard his. Let's try to keep things respectful. If you disagree with someone, let's not.
He started bringing the disrespect. I've stayed respectful this whole time. It's been his.
Okay, this is redundant. Jesus.
Okay, so just talk to me though. I've been respectful to you. So
yeah, you have.
Let's have a dialogue. I want to have a dialogue with you. So my question was, you were talking about feminism and gender equality. So I just kind of want to get to the crux of that. So
it's the same when you say that. It's giving the same argument. Oh, if a woman hits me, feminism, gender equality, I can hit her back.
Here's the thing. If a woman hits you, you have all the right to hit her back. Point blank. Now, should you? That's probably not the move that you want to make. Now, but if it is on camera, then honestly, that's a free body, respectfully. I mean, I'm not saying, go that far and delete her. I'm just saying like that's a free beatdown, because if it's on camera, then you're legally justified to hit her back. Now, if y'all are having an argument and she hits you and whatnot, and you hit her back, you're going to automatically go down. However, if you have cameras and she hits you, and most of the time men let women get a few licks on them before they hit back. Why are you hitting a man in the first place? Why are you? That's just like me going up to a bear and slapping its ass. Why are you antagonizing an animal that is clearly superior to you? At least physically. It makes no sense.
It's giving that. That's what you're giving.
Wait.
That same argument when men are like, oh, like equal fights or equal rights, equal fights. That's what you're kind of giving right now.
Well, that's not what I said, but I mean, I would be prepared to say that if a woman is physically assaulting you, or
yeah, if a woman is hitting you and there's no cameras, walk away. Okay. But if the woman's hitting you and there are cameras, then you do have the right to defend yourself. In an ideal world, you do have the right to defend yourself in both situations. And we saw what happened to Christian Obumseli, my nigga. Okay, he was deleted by the white woman who put hands and feet on him. The OnlyFans chick, and she kept doing OnlyFans after she killed the nigga. So, I mean, we see these things going on, and women taking it too far because they believe that men shouldn't or can't hit the back. This is what I'll say, bruh. If y'all are at the crib and she's hitting you, leave. But if you are in a public space and she's beating shit out of you, I mean, honestly, you might want a crimson chin. I mean, it's different guys out here. Me personally, I'll probably walk away. I've been in a situation. I mean, 5th grade, I remember this one chick, Shakia. She was like, we were playing dodgeball and she was out and she wouldn't get out. So I specifically targeted her, threw the ball at her and kept getting her out like over and over again. She still wouldn't get out. So, I had a freaking arm. So I threw it at her face one day. Boom, bapped her in the face because she wouldn't get out. And she got so mad. I turned around and then she's just boom, 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 like slapping the back of my head. This is 5th grade now. I mean, I turned around and decked her so hard. I turned around and decked her, and I never got in trouble for it because she hit me first. And the PE teacher saw that, and she saw that she wouldn't get out. So, and it was a female teacher. And get this, the woman literally, the female teacher, she actually has a house in my neighborhood, and I think she just put it up for rent. So shout out to Miss D. Love you to death. She didn't get me in trouble when I was defending myself in 5th grade, but now, I mean, with the type of guy that I am now, I would say, yeah, you want to avoid that because, for one, I mean, just the pure power and strength that I, as a man, has physically. And I mean, I'm just like more of a specimen. You feel what I'm saying? So the power that I can exert is more than any average or regular man could. So I know that my hands, my body is a weapon. Like literally, if I kick anybody, let alone a woman, if I punch anybody, it's going to be, it's going to be a one hitter quitter. So I would never do that. But I have had situations where, bro, I had this stalker chick, bro, and she was coming to my door 4 a.m. every night. Boom, boom, boom. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, nigga, there were times where I wanted to, but I knew she was going to use that as ammunition. I ended up talking her down. And then I hit her mom up on Facebook. I was like, yo, if you ever come to my house unannounced again, I will file a restraining order on you. And then after I told her mama on her, she never did it again. So that's a neat story.
Or if anyone is physically assaulting you, regardless of their sex or gender, you're perfectly within your right to defend yourself.
That is true.
Well, how do you reconcile?
I'm just saying that argument in total is dumb and dense, just like your question, because...
Well, now who's being a bit insulting?
I'm sorry. Okay, I do apologize.
Fine. So okay.
That was insulting, and I do not want to insult you because you haven't been disrespectful.
I don't. It takes a lot to offend me. So...
I said your question was not you, so.
Oh God, these guys are... I think you can hide that. I think a TTS is going to come up here. So, okay. There's a lot to touch on here. So, okay.
Spencer Neiman super chatted $49.99.
Oh God.
Maybe he'd be respectful if you respected babies' lives.
We have a wide range of viewers for our show. We have some people pro-choice, pro-life. We're not going to talk about that really during the show. But okay, so wait, what's the thing with equal left?
Oh shit!
Right?
We actually got somebody added to the stream. Divested Ebony. Okay, you're gonna have to show your face though, ma'am.
Are you hideous?
God damn, your mic is horrible, bruh.
I don't give a fuck. You're like degrading black women every day.
Huh? I can't
Every
hear you.
day you're like every day you're like degrading black women and all.
Really? How? I'm literally. There's no black woman on this panel. How am I degrading black women?
From all your fucking videos, you degrade black.
Like what?
Even from back, even from back, how you talk about women, and from your videos calling black
What video?
women hoes.
What video?
Look at all your other fucking videos you made. It literally degrades.
Bro, what video? Which video?
Oh my gosh. I could scroll down for your channel. It doesn't have
Choose
to be
one.
any specific.
Choose one. Choose one video where I said something that was not true.
That'll be your entire channel, like your entire fucking videos.
What's one thing that I said that was not true?
Black women are not 304s. We're independent. We're smart, and we're
I didn't call black women 304s. When did I call black women 304s as a group? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. In what video did I call black women 304s as a whole collective? I've never done that.
You did. You.
Bruh, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, dog.
No.
Oh my god.
It's hilarious.
Name one. Okay, so let me go through. Let me help you out here. Let me help you out. No.
Now I have like
because once I start pulling up the videos, okay, so my last video, overweight post-wall Asian woman. My other video, Asian man, Asian American man.
Go to your video saying, degrading black women.
Okay, this one. Listen up. This video, black women are now twerking on children. The double standards of female pedos.
Don't you understand that?
There was literally, I'll show you the video that, well, I can't show it because they're going to age restrict it. There's literally a video of a black woman twerking on a 7-year-old boy. No, you make yourselves look bad. You make yourselves look bad. I'm not singling out any group. I got videos on Middle Eastern women. I got videos on Asian men, Middle Eastern men.
You're making black women look bad. You're generalizing.
Where did I make black women look bad? Where did I make them look bad?
Look, from all your fucking the videos with black women in your thumbnail, making us look like ratchet ass 304s who are like selfish and all that. Like, no, we're not that. And this is why we choose other races of men, because
y'all don't choose other races of men. Let's keep it a buck.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
I have my Brad here. My Brad is
okay. Put him on the phone. Put him on the phone.
He's at work. He's actually working. Unlike you, your bum ass right here.
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur. I don't go to work. I don't work for another man. I work for myself. I work for myself, ma'am.
He's doing the grown man's work. He's working, providing, and protecting.
Yeah, and I could probably give him a job. Oh
no, baby.
Oh yes, and I definitely make more than your man. I definitely make more than your man.
You don't own a company or anything. No.
I own several companies. What are you talking about?
And I'm here getting well taken care of.
Your man works a job. He is an employee. He has to go and clock in, and I employ people. We are not the same. We are not the same.
You fucking monkeys are so fucking
We are not the same. Your man goes and clocks in, and I do not. I employ people. People clock in for me. I hire managers.
Than I expected it to be. You apes are absolute illiterate.
Apes, ma'am, show your face. Show your face, because this is not your profile picture. You are a damn lie. Show your face, ma'am. That's not your profile picture, and we know it. We all know it. That's not you. Stop it. You probably got a bonnet on and some flip-flops right now. Fuck out of here. You in a bonnet, flip-flops, trying to start some shit. No, because you're coming over here talking about black men are apes and stereotypes and making black women look bad. Excuse me, but excuse me, but I'm not the one who called. If black men are apes, what are black women? If you're calling black men are
goddesses that other men
oh shit. Oh shit. So if black men are apes, what does that make black women? I'll wait.
Goddesses, we created you. Don't you remember that? We created you. Sadly, we created you. This is why I tell other black women to stop procreating with you apes. You'll make ugly babies and be the worst. Period.
Show your face, ma'am. You ugly as shit. I guarantee. I guarantee.
Oh, this is hilarious. I'm not showing my face first.
You would never show your face because you're not cute.
No.
You're overweight. You weigh 200 pounds, ma'am. You are ugly as fuck.
So much fucking assumption from a nigga.
Bro, you ugly as hell, bro.
No.
Don't even lie to us. And you don't have a man. Stop lying. You don't have a man. We all know you don't have a man. Stop it.
Fiance?
You don't have a fiance. Stop it.
Brad
Stop it. Oh my God. Your Brad? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You're not gonna convince. Oh no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're not gonna convince me that you are in a relationship.
You do not build anything in this fucking dumbass community. Blackistan is literally the dangerous place for black women and black little girls because you apes are molesting, killing black women every 5 hours and little girls too. And yeah, this is what I tell black women to stop procreating with you apes. Period.
Okay, so it's okay for you to be derogatory against black men, but when I say black women are now, when I say, hold on, shut the fuck up. When I say black women are now twerking on children, and then I show a video of them doing exactly that, then it's a problem. Because I shoot it straight. I keep it both ways. And if you saw my other channel, I talk about black men too.
I do not care for your other channel, and you're generalizing us. Not all of us are these Suki Hannahs in the world, and you know what? Where do the dinner?
Bruh, majority of y'all look up to Suki Hannah. Stop it.
No.
Stop
all
it.
of this comes from the influence of black men, because all of these Suki Hannahs, they're trying to follow the beauty standards that created by black men to have BBLs look like
don't do that. Do not do that. Nuh-uh, because I thought it was a European beauty standard. Now black men created the beauty standard. I thought we don't build anything. How can black men create a beauty standard if we did not build the society? The beauty standard is for one, the beauty standard is objective. If you're ugly, you're ugly. If you're hot, you're hot. Point blank. No, let me ask you this. Shut up. And let me ask you a question. Is Lizzo attractive?
She's cute.
You said she's cute? Get the fuck out of here. All right, you're a joke. You're a fucking joke. And that's how I know you fat as hell. That's how I know you're fat, because you have to stand on Lizzo is cute because you're as fat as her. That's how I know you're fat, because you have to stand on Lizzo being cute. This is what I look like, and you're a fat piece of shit. We are not the same. You don't have a man. You're a fucking liar.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Show your face. And you're an 8.
Actually, I'm not single.
Listen to a nigger, please no.
Okay, then why'd you come to my channel if you don't have to listen to a nigga?
Because it was hilarious. Because I see you apes on YouTube doing nothing, not building, providing children and women, but instead of talking bad about us, dehumanizing us. Like
I'm providing.
Providing for who?
So I have a staff of 10 people. I pay them weekly.
For your pussy nails. You like pupping pussy for other men. We get it. That's the only thing you apes are good at.
You sound dumb as fuck. No, I actually have a business where I employ 10 people, and as a matter of fact, 6 of them are women. 6 of them are women. 6 of the people that I employ are women, and I pay them thousands of dollars. So now, what do you have to say to that?
The lies. Yeah, I see. Yeah, the lies. But are you gonna address that about you apes killing black women every 5 hours?
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Black men, yes, black men have the highest rates of domestic violence. So now what?
And look at it.
I admit
Again,
that.
you're doing nothing. You Ace doing fucking nothing. Brad is protecting his women and children and
No,
providing
Brad is
resources to
not.
his community.
Brad's not
And he's
protecting his women
already
and children
protecting and
either.
providing
No, he's
for
not.
me, and he's doing it for his children and women too. While
No.
you Ace sit on fucking YouTube and Brad's resources, talking shit about black women
You're really trying to
rapists.
pedestalize white men, but white men, I'm telling you right now, they're literally doing the same thing when it comes to dating. They're not committing to you hoes. No, shut up. They're not. We have the data right here. They're not committing to you hoes. They're not. They're not. Let alone. They're not even committed to white women. You think they're committed to black women? Fuck no. You're out of your mind. We have the highest rates of single men.
Single
ever.
What?
Yes, you said, "Oh,
no,
you're not providing. You're not going and getting a family and providing for kids." No, we have the highest rates of single men. The men are not committing in general.
No, Brad is not living his girlfriend and wife into single baby mamas like you fucking niggas.
Actually, they are.
You niggas,
75. Hold on, because I have the data right here. 75% of black children are born out of wedlock. 54% of white children are born out of wedlock. We have way more single mothers than they do, but the majority of their children are also born out of wedlock. This is a Western problem.
Let me tell you, the white women who have like children out of wedlock are probably procreated with a black male.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
It's because they had that nigger dick.
You're wrong because you're wrong. You're wrong.
Single mom because
you sound dumb. Here, you're wrong because the women are having children out of wedlock, period. It's not about black and white. And most women, shut the hell up. And most women date within their race, point blank, period. Interracial dating is not as big as you think it is. That's how I know you don't have a white man. That's how I know for a fact you do not have a white man.
All my friends are divested black women like me, and we're living like beautifully. We're like living in
just because you found a small community. Shut up. Just because you found a small community of black women who found a white guy does not mean that most black women are doing that. Most black women, to the tune of 99%, date black men. Most white women date white men. Period. It's not even up for discussion. It's not even up for discussion. It's not even a debate. People date within their race. Period. Do you debate that?
Black woman date you fucking nigger.
What? No, you sound dumb as fuck. The most feminine black women date the hoodest niggas. It's actually the opposite. The hottest black women date the hoodest niggas. The less attractive black women are dating Brad. That's a fact.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Name a bad bitch. Name a bad bitch who's with a white man. That we can all identify with.
I have
show a picture. Show a picture. You won't even show your own face because you're fucking ugly as shit. You won't even show your own face. That's how I know your friends are ugly as fuck, overweight. Bro, show your face. You are a coward. Send your Instagram then. Send your Instagram then, bitch. Send your Instagram.
No, I'm not letting
send your friend's Instagram. Send somebody that we can so that we can verify what you're saying.
You kill every 5 hours. No.
I mean, it doesn't fucking matter, bro.
Only hideous fucking mammy bitches fucking date you. Those are the fucking black women who date you. Mammy. Not us divested black women.
You sound dumb as hell. The hottest black women are only dating niggas.
Who's the hottest black women who like date you fucking niggas?
Huh?
Like
all the hot black women only date black men.
No.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
When you change your profile picture, that's why you change your profile picture, because you're trying to make it seem like you are the woman in the picture when we know that you are not. You cannot see. You probably can't even see your collarbone.
She was married to a white man and still is.
Who?
Yes.
Who?
The hottest, the most beautiful black woman is married to a white man.
Who?
Look at my PSP for an example. Her.
Who? So you're
All
admitting
right.
the profile picture is not you.
Yes.
Who the fuck is
okay,
she? Who is she? Who is she?
A beautiful black woman you do not know
What's her
other
name?
than the sticky hennas, which you
Well-
generalize all of us to be.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, she's not even hot. She's not even that hot. She's like, I mean, she look like she got a 5 o'clock shadow. She's like
no,
a 5.
nigga,
She's
you
like
look
a
like
5.
a fucking monkey breed. Don't not you.
She's like a
talking.
5.
You look
She's
like
like
a
a
fucking
5.
monkey breed. Even your preferences do not fucking want you. These Latina, white Becky girls, they do not fucking want you, bitch.
White Beckies don't want us? Are you serious? Because
Yes.
I've got plenty of pictures of white Beckies on
Yeah,
my dick.
these are bitches who like unwanted from Brad would like take you
No,
for their last
no,
option.
no. What you
The
don't
Indians
understand?
do not want you.
This is what you don't understand.
Winglings do not want you.
Bruh, okay. For one, I fuck plenty of Asian bitches and they definitely do want
Yeah,
you.
the unwanted one. The
No, bro.
unwanted one
No,
from their community.
no, fam. No, fam.
Only the
When
unwanted
you
one from their communities will date
No,
you for their
you're
last
wrong.
option.
You're wrong.
You're
You're
the
wrong.
last option. You're unwanted.
No,
Maria
actually,
do not want you. Vicky
no,
don't want
actually,
you. Whitney do not want you.
No, you're wrong. Actually, according to dating app statistics, black men are the second option. Black men are
But
second to most swiped on dating apps. Second to most to white
dating
men.
apps, of course.
Yeah,
it's
and dating apps is an accurate reflection
for
of what
fucking
women want.
hookups and dumb shit.
What?
For fucking hookups. That's what our dating app for. They
No,
use you
bro.
for, like,
No, bro.
sexual
Most people,
experience.
most
You
most
monkeys
women,
are
most women
unattractive
are
and
not
dirty and
using dating apps
desperate.
for hookups. Women are using dating apps to genuinely find relationships. Men are more likely to use dating apps for hookups, but it's only a small minority of men. All the data is out there.
Nigga.
I mean, you're pretty much a waste of time. If you don't show your face, then I'm just gonna drop you.
Remember that Becky who killed her black boyfriend? I was so happy that she took one of these makers out of this world. I was so excited. I was celebrating it. Me and my friends, we were celebrating. Another black man got killed by his preference. I was happy. I liked seeing him, like, her beat him and like what is dehumanizing him. She was like doing the God work. Like, Jesus.
You know what I'm gonna do? I mean, I'm literally gonna post. I'm gonna clip this up and post it, and you're gonna sound dumb as fuck.
Nah, I love it
Because
when
no,
they
because
don't
even all the criticism that you say that I have of black women, and I cover black women who are murdered at the hands of black men on my other channel, Black Gen Z Mindset, BGZ, and New 17. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. I would still never say I'm so glad that a woman got killed by another man. And I wouldn't say that I'm glad that a man got killed by a woman, just because I'm not a low down piece of shit like you are. But anyways, you're gone. I don't know what that bitch problem is. But, you know, I guess it was entertaining. Let's keep going. Next time you come up here, show your ass or show your face, I guarantee you're fat as shit. Like I said, we don't care about the opinion of these ugly hoes, of the ugly fat hoes. We really don't care. If you're not hot, then what you're saying is going in one ear and out the other. It really doesn't matter. When I discuss women on my channel, I'm talking about bad bitches. I'm talking about 6s and up. Okay. So we don't really care what y'all sub 5 hoes really think. We care what the bad bitches think. All right, let's keep going.
You're saying if
I
a
said
woman
equal. I said it's like I've heard the argument a lot. Like, oh, like whenever we talk about women decide to talk about feminism, men always decide to bring up, oh, equal rights, equal fights, which means why is that the
men never bring that up because we know that's a losing argument. Why would a man bring up equal rights, equal lefts, that argument when we know it's a losing argument? You're not going to win an argument saying that you advocate for men putting their hands on women, like that last woman just said she advocates for women to, specifically white women, to kill black men. You're not going to win that argument. You just sound dumb at that point.
the first thing that comes to mind when we talk about equality? I'm just
that's
bringing,
not.
No, I'm
that's,
just
that's low on the list. But I mean, I think
No, I'm just saying it comes up a lot.
No, you said that's what it gave. Nobody actually ever brought that argument up.
I don't think it comes up too much in the whole discourse. I have heard that term, but I mean, ultimately, I don't think you should hit, regardless of your gender or sex, you should not physically assault or hit anyone.
Divested Ebony, I see you in the back chat. If you do not show your damn face, you will not be on the stream. I'm telling you right now, because we're going to see what your ass look like. And if you ugly as shit, oh my God, you're finna get roasted. You better go to the bathroom, put some damn makeup on, take that fucking bonnet off, and put some weave in your goddamn hair. Because if you show your face on here, Lord have mercy, we are going to cook you if you are ugly. Now, if you a bad bitch, then we'll give you some leeway. If you're genuinely a bad bitch, then I will make accommodations, and we'll actually have a genuine discussion. If you show your face and you're a bad bitch, then we might give some merit to what you're saying. But if you're ugly and we find out, woo, you're going to be cooked.
Yeah.
And if you're a woman, hold on though. If you're a woman and you hit a man, you should be prepared to potentially be hit back.
Facts.
Like,
you should not
assault. You should what?
I'm not saying that I beat a man up. I'm just
saying
you
shouldn't.
No,
assault
I know
anybody.
that. I know what you're saying. But that you're like kind of missing the point of what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that whenever women decide to talk about feminism, a really big argument men decide are like, oh, okay, like equal rights, equal fights. But like, why would you bring that up? Men just want like a reason.
Bruh, nobody brought that up.
Use violence or have violence against women.
If a woman,
that's what we do. We sit around, we're like, hey, how can we oppress the women today, bud?
Right.
Let's use some violence too. Let's lift up some tables and put it around them. Trap them in there.
I mean, you're kind of maneuvering around my original thing, but
even though MLD got cooked by that overweight Asian woman, he still is he's still funny and he still provides valuable content. Here's the issue. He fucked up with the endure shit. You can't make an argument in good faith about telling a woman to stay with a physically abusive man. That argument will never fly. So he fucked up with the endure shit. But when it comes to the Asian bitch that he called fat on Saucecast, he should have stood on it. I don't see why he just didn't say, yeah, you're fat. I stand on it.
If a woman is trying to stab me, I'm going to try to prevent her from doing that. And if that requires physical force, I will use physical force to defend myself.
All right. You're missing the point and I don't want to keep talking about it.
Well, okay.
You sound stupid,
I want to bring
bro.
it back to the
I'm telling you right now, it's a lot of women who sound like her. And they're not black. At least black women, even though they will get tripped up in this argument, at least they actually make somewhat more coherent points in these panel discussions, somewhat. But then they always get in their feelings and, get verbally aggressive and maybe curse you out and whatnot. These are tendencies that a lot of black women have. But when it comes to these white women, and yes, I'm going to include the Asian woman in white, I mean, I'm not saying that they're book stupid, but it's almost like they've never had a conversation with somebody who doesn't agree with them. It's absolutely insane. And that's why these podcasts are so popular.
Who should pay on the first date thing, though?
Okay,
so,
yes, I did say men. I do believe men should pay.
And that's fine that you believe that. But
and I really don't think I have to even explain myself. That's just what I think men should pay. And yes, I am a feminist, and that's okay to think that be a feminist and believe that a man should pay on the first date.
But okay, if you believe in gender equality, which is the supposed tenet of feminism.
So Divested Ebony just tried to get me I guess tried to get me a strike or something. She came up here in the back chat with, I don't know, some picture of somebody's ass or somebody's asshole. So I had to permaban her. I mean, I guarantee she's ugly as fuck. And then she's in the back chat using the hard R. I mean, it's absolutely hilarious.
Feminism, which is questionable.
And they say that we hate ourselves. I mean, isn't this crazy? Oh, you came from a black woman. Well, bitch, you came from a black man. So if you're calling black men apes, then look at your father. It's absolutely insane. I mean, they keep saying that black men hate black women. Me personally, I do not hate black women. I love you guys, but y'all are taking this shit to a whole other level with the disrespect and the shit that you're willing to say, and not put a face on it, not put your name behind it. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. So, and somebody like that, I genuinely believe that I could easily find out their profile and whatnot, but this is the individual. But I'm not even going to do it. But it's really easy to dox people, and I'm kind of a internet whiz, so bitch, don't play with me.
Well, but how do you reconcile believing in gender equality, but also holding men to their traditional gender roles that men should pay on the first date?
I don't even know. I'm just saying.
Wow, this is crazy.
Benefits her.
So, okay. Do you want equality only when it benefits you?
I want equality all the time. What are you talking about?
Then pay for the date.
Anymore. It's more about equity and fairness, I feel like.
What does equity mean? They don't even know what equity means. She doesn't even know what equity means.
Well, you said equity.
Go ahead and defend equity and fairness in regards to equality. Go ahead.
Damn, I mean, and then that New York Times article that, men are making podcasts to make women look stupid. I mean, y'all just seen what I had to endure, right? Shout out to MLD. Y'all just seen what I had to endure. These women make themselves look stupid. I mean, the fact that this woman came on here and just was so disrespectful, man, I mean, it really hurts my soul. It really hurts my heart. But men aren't making women look stupid. You're making yourself look stupid. Okay, and I just wanted to play this video because it's pretty funny. I am a person who works out, and you should never try and play with a treadmill. You can lose a finger. You can lose an ear. If her hair would have got caught in that treadmill, she could have possibly killed herself. But this just goes to the carelessness of a lot of these women. And I guarantee this started off as, I bet you can't do this. And then she thinks that she can do it. And then she is sorely mistaken. The funny part is that that's literally how I jump on a treadmill, except I can hop on a moving treadmill and keep the pace of the treadmill. I'm going to tell you right now, most women cannot do that. Okay. There are very athletic women out here who can absolutely do it for sure. Okay. I see videos of these track stars running all the time. But if you're just like a basic woman, basic Becky, especially a basic Becky, and you don't go to the gym, you're not going to be able to hop on a moving treadmill and keep pace. It's just not going to happen. So here's another instance of, these women just making themselves look stupid. Okay, let's watch. And know that these are not black women. It's like, damn. Like they're black woman this, black woman that. Bruh, I've done plenty of videos on white women doing dumbass shit too. Anyways, let's watch. Okay. They're trying to jump this car. It's a Subaru. They're trying to use jumper cables to jump this car, and she closed the hood. Yo, she closed the hood. This is absolutely careless. She's gonna blow her fucking engine. Why are they closing the hood? 4 women trying to jump a vehicle.
Oh no.
This is a fucking joke.
I wouldn't drive. Don't drive like that.
So it sounds like patriarchal white men are coming in to the rescue and trying to help them out. Like, y'all got to stop. For one, we got to stop. I mean, yeah, I love race discussion. Don't get me wrong. I love race discussions. I think race is important. I think all the races are different, 100%. Some things that, black people excel on, white people don't excel on. Some things white people excel on, black people don't excel on. But we all have the same capability to excel in, any field. All right. And that's where I'll leave it there. every human being does have the capability to excel in each field. The only thing is some things might be more difficult. So when it comes to athleticism might be more difficult for white men than it is for black men. And you know, we might say, okay, standardized testing is more difficult for black men than white men. I genuinely don't even think it's that. I genuinely think like black men just don't try in school. That's really what it is. Because if they did, they could, you know, close the gap as far as education goes, but we just don't fucking try. I mean, I see it all the time. Well, I work in elementary schools. I work for the Boys and Girls Club. I see it all the time. I mean, just quitting on homework, all these different things. And it starts at the home. Most of these guys are raised by single mothers, so I understand their defeatist mindset. But I don't even know how we got back on the black topic. But like I said, okay, Black Goddess just, or whatever the fuck, the bitch keeps joining. You're not going to get on until you show your damn face. I'm going to kick you from the studio. You're not getting on until you show your face. Okay. Yeah, so these women are trying to, it looks like they're at a school. Their car broke down. They're trying to jump it, and they're trying to move the vehicle while jumping the car. This is an electrical hazard. And she has the jumper cables on her shoulder. Dude, if that cable pops off and it's still connected to that other battery, then she's going to be in the shock of her life.
Hey, Miss, you're not gonna drive like that, are you?
No. No.
I don't want the. This is crazy.
No way.
Walking it like a dog.
Damn. These hoes are dumb as fuck, bro.
I don't understand what's happening. Hey, no. Hey, don't drive like that.
No.
Okay, well.
No.
No way.
And I know that ain't her truck. That woman, that's her husband's truck. You're literally endangering your husband's vehicle for these hoes who do not know what the fuck they're doing. And when I say hoe, I don't mean it in a derogatory term. I already stated in the beginning, the disclaimer, you know, we're just talking shit. We're not censoring. So I mean it as a term of endearment, but Jesus, these hoes are lost, man.
Oh my gosh, where are they going? Where are they? What is happening? The battery, they're not doing anything with the battery. They're not even hooked up to the battery. No. Hey, I don't. They could just take the cables off. Both batteries seem to be working. Oh my gosh.
Wow, this is bad.
You shouldn't be doing this. We're not hitting.
They said we have a boyfriend. Dude, get over yourself. Y'all are not all that, bro. Jesus, y'all are not that hot to be just every nigga's trying to hit on you, bruh.
On you. We want to help you. She said she keeps saying we have boyfriends.
Damn, they sound stupid.
Should I go out and like? No. Yeah, maybe pull up and just tell them stop driving like that. Hey, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
No.
Hey, girls.
Look at the older woman. Look at the older woman.
What are you doing, though? What are you doing? That doesn't work. We're not hitting on you. We're not. Hey, we're. Okay. Are you? Should we try and help? Maybe just.
Fuck no, bro.
Just hop out.
This is why chivalry is dead, because when men try and be chivalrous, we don't want you. You're not in it, bro. Oh my God, bro. It's crazy. The man's trying to help because y'all are literally about to destroy your vehicles.
Just okay, here. Stop. Hey, just stop for a second. We're not hitting on you. We want to help. Yeah, but you need to stop. No, take the cables off. You have to take them. You could get electrocuted. What? She's leading it down the road. I don't understand.
He said you could get electrocuted. Honestly, I wish somebody would have got shocked, and then there would have been a lot of regret. Wow, this is crazy. And they're like, oh, evil white men don't get help by the white man. Like, bruh, it's crazy. And these are white women. So you see how racially divided that last woman was on the channel. I mean, black women have a higher hatred for black men than white women have for white men. But if you go outside and you like ask a white woman, you know, are white men your preference? I mean, yes, a lot of them will say yes, but then a lot of them will say, oh no, he can't be white. When I hear that, it's crazy.
I really don't understand. Crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Okay. I guess they think it's going to charge the battery, but that's not charging your battery though. Please stop. Both cars are working. You don't need to plug it in. My dad's a mechanic. I know. Your dad's
my dad's a mechanic. Oh my God. Then he didn't teach you shit.
Oh, this is crazy.
Seriously, stop recording.
No, we're not.
Like, stop recording. We're not interested. We said it 1,000 times.
We're not recording you.
No, if you do that, you could hurt yourself.
We don't need your guys' help. We're fine. We've got it. And please stop recording.
Your dad's a mechanic. It really seems like it.
Yeah, we know what we're doing.
Okay. All right.
Are you
No.
just,
Good luck.
ma'am, just take it off.
We're trying to get the air to work.
Both cars are working.
They're trying to get the air to work. A jumper cable is going to get the AC to work. Damn, you can't be that stupid. I hope this is a skit.
Both cars are working. You don't need
we're
this.
trying to get the air conditioning to work.
The air conditioning has
From
nothing
this
to do with your
car to
battery.
that Yes, it does. We know
right,
what we're
you know
doing.
I don't know. That little smirk at the end, it might have been a skit. But okay. We have a couple more things. Oh man. We got a couple more things to get into. So we got NBA YoungBoy's baby mama gives us a little insight on the development of their child. And we did have the black woman who was really upset talking about black men this, black men that. For one, you have a lot of black women who love NBA YoungBoy types. And I wouldn't consider her hot. She's not hot at all. She's not attractive. This woman is not attractive. But well, I mean, in this picture, she's not attractive. She looked rough. But in this, I mean, she's got the makeup, the brows, the lashes. Without all that, she's probably a 5. But it looks like her body is done. So, you know, even with the fake body, she's a synthetic 6. She's a synthetic 6. But on an objective scale, not factoring the fake body, then she's like a 5. But anyways, this is NBA YoungBoy's baby mama, and they're elated that their son is, you know, a bad kid. Let's watch.
Shut up.
Who are you talking to?
You.
But if your TV's loud, that means my laptop can be loud.
Shut up.
Who are you talking to?
You.
But if you're
When I tell you that this behavior is enabled, that is what I mean. You're supposed to check that child. This is not no, oh, let's film it for the gram and laugh at it. This is a teachable moment. And you should be checking that child and making sure that that child knows his place. But instead, she thought it was cute, posted it online for all the other black women to follow. Now, we have a picture of Lizzo with her man. This is her man. Look, man. I mean, do I really have to say it? He is definitely using her. He's definitely using her. And this is crazy. I guess his name is Mike Wright. He is also a musician. Let's see. Let me go to his Instagram. Okay, he's a comedian as well. It looks like, or he could just be, you know, a simp, low value. But I genuinely think that he's using her. Okay, now his Instagram just pulled up. And okay, so it looks like he plays the guitar. I mean, he looks pretty talented. He might write music for her as well. And then he's playing tennis. I mean, he's in good shape. And this is the thing about fat women. They like men who are in good shape. They don't like fat guys. This is where, okay, that equality shit goes out the window. This is where that equality shit goes out the window. Black Goddess, I see you in the back chat. I told you again and again, if you do not show your face, if you do not cam up, you're not coming on this stream. I'm not going to let you come on my stream and talk all this. Black men ain't this, black men ain't that. And you're looking like a fucking ogre. We're not about to do that, bro. But yeah, I mean, this man, let's listen up to some of the music. And I'm not saying that Lizzo is not talented, because she definitely, I mean, does she have that much singing range? Not really, but I like that. I like that bum bum be dum bum. I like that song. So I mean, she could make good songs, but I don't think this is genuine Mike Wright. I mean, and he might have grown to love her, but I genuinely think he's using her to propel his career. Okay, so that's him. I mean, he sounds decent. He sounds decent. Let's listen to this. Got that ass and you can't take it back. I guess that I'm gonna have to hold your hand. What the fuck? It's kind of, I mean, I had to spend more time with it. You know, you guys know I'm a huge music critic. Black Goddess, all these subversive, you're a fucking character, because you literally will not show your face. And now in the back chat, she's saying kill all black N-words. Wow. This is insane, man. These black women are fucking hurt. Damn, like, and I know Black Goddess, we know she's not an actual goddess, but I know that she's not a representative of black women. And I would never say that she is a representative of black women. But wow, I mean, just nasty. She says, abort all black men. Yeah, just nasty. The nasty rhetoric coming from this woman in the back chat. I mean, it's absolutely insane. This woman is mentally ill. She needs to be in a fucking insane asylum. I mean, Jesus. But anyways, let's get to the main topic, the main event. The main discussion, Vegas dark side, the stories of ex-prostitutes. And shout out to Peter Santanello. This is going to be a fair use video. But he hooked up with a couple whores, ex-whores in Vegas, which we know for, I mean, let's keep it a buck. Women who enter the sex game, enter the sex work, never leave. So there's no such thing as an ex-whore, ex-prostitute. Every woman has a number. And every ex or every prostitute definitely has a number. So we already did the stream about yacht girls, yachting. Those are the most attractive prostitutes. Those are high-level escorts. Those are models, Victoria's Secret, up-and-coming models. Those are the hottest girls. I mean, not to me, but to I'm not even gonna say to most men. The Eurocentric beauty standard, right? On that scale, those are the hottest women. You know, symmetrical face, sharp jawlines, very skinny. I'm gonna need some more meat on the bones, but those are the high-end prostitutes. Now let's talk about the low-end prostitutes. These are the women who, work the strip in Vegas and whatnot. They're not as hot. They probably, stink type shit. You know, they're older, they're just not cute. Okay. And then there's another level of prostitutes which we're not going to talk about right now, but these are the hottest, like 100% hotter than the models, hotter than, I mean, we could talk about it. Porn stars. Okay. They're hotter than the models. Now, what they do is probably not hotter. What they do on camera is probably not hotter, and it doesn't make you more attractive. But like objectively, physically, porn stars are hotter than regular models, in my opinion. And they're hotter than what was I gonna say? They're hotter than the Vegas strip girls. So those are probably like the hottest escorts or prostitutes. So there's levels to this shit, guys. There's the high end model, and so who gets paid the most though? The yacht girls, the models, the high end models, they get paid the most. I'm gonna give you one more chance, goddess. I'm gonna give you one more chance, but if you don't show your face the next time you come up, then you're gonna be banned from the stream. But okay, so the hottest ones are the yacht girls. Okay, and we broke that down in the last stream. Hottest girls are yacht girls. Those are the models, the Victoria's Secret models, the Playboy bunnies. Any woman who's actually in a real magazine, like, I mean, shit, maybe even damn JCPenney models. Any woman who's actually in a legitimate public published magazine, those are the yacht girls. Now, you also have video vixen girls who also act as prostitutes. So Black Goddess came up again with a black screen. You're banned. Permaban, boom, you're gone. But so you know, we also have video vixens. So okay, so I would say it's yacht girls, like those high-end models, Victoria's Secret models. Those are like the top level prostitutes. And those are like the high level escorts and whatnot that like all the rich men are fucking, like the billionaires and the multimillionaires, the 8-figure guys are fucking. And then you have the video vixens who obviously that's going to be for the Thug Max alpha simps. Yeah, I would say video vixens are hotter than porn stars for sure. But a lot of video vixens are going into porn. So, but video vixens are the next level of escorts, and you know, they fuck rappers. They're the ones the rappers call. These are the women who, you know, potentially have BBL, potentially be manufactured bitches. Okay, and then we have the third level of prostitutes. And those are, you know, the porn stars. They're slightly less attractive, but they're still hot. They're still as hot as, or damn near as hot as the video vixen girls. But the video vixen girls are, I mean, they're just objectively hotter. That's just a reality. So, and those girls, they end up, you know, having an opportunity to work in Hollywood and whatnot. So do the yacht girls. We all know that Meghan Markle was reportedly a yacht girl. Kylie Jenner. I mean, I could. What's that other girl who tried to get Robin Thicke for the she tried to accuse him of, you know, assault and whatnot, and he probably did that shit. I ain't gonna cap. But yeah, they get a chance at Hollywood, and then you have like the streetwalkers. So let's keep going.
I don't want to get you in trouble with the channel.
Why?
I don't want to say certain names, you know?
This is where you worked.
Yes, the Las Vegas Strip.
How many years ago?
Oh my gosh, from 1980.
Okay, so that's what she looked like back in the day. I mean, the foundation back then is ugh. Like, she looks like a fucking powder face. Like, look, she's not that hot, but I could understand, you know. I mean, this is I mean, I'm not saying that black guys wouldn't pay for her either. But this is definitely like a white people prostitute and, you know, Middle Eastern people prostitute type thing. She's not that hot to me.
7 to 98, like full time in the escort services.
In all of
so 97 to 98, she's saying that she was an escort full time. That's 2 years. I don't buy it. I think she did it longer.
These hotels?
Yes, absolutely. And not only that, sometimes houses that are very high class houses around the valley, but only if it was a special buyer that
so special buyer, i.e. paying over $10,000
was looking to purchase girls like us.
This is your friend Ashley?
Yes, this is my friend Ashley.
Ashley's got stories too.
Yeah, she does.
So listen up. Ashley got stories too. Yes, she does. They love this shit. They love the allure. They love saying they did it. They love saying that, oh, baby girl, I was in your shoes. Like if they were on a podcast panel, like the whatever podcast or Fresh and Fit or something like that, and they were like, you know, discussing the sex industry with younger girls, they love the fact that they can sun these younger girls and say, oh, baby, I was in your shoes and you don't want to do it like this because da-da-da. They love the fact that they have that experience in the sex game and that they can sun other women who are going into the sex industry. They may not necessarily tell them not to go into the sex industry, but they damn sure will gloat in the fact that I've been doing this longer than you, honey. I done sold way more pussy than you. And they take pride in that shit. They really do. And they're not being trafficked. Let me repeat. They're not being trafficked. They're doing this shit by choice.
Okay.
She's definitely a beauty here, aren't you?
Thank you.
She's a beauty. Oh, okay.
No, modeling is a thing. That's what pulled you in.
Yeah.
Modeling.
Yep.
Is that a common
So
story?
modeling got her in. I have to see. I mean, she kind of looks what niggas would call thick. She's obviously overweight and older, but it looks like she probably had some potential in her youth more than this one. But let's keep going.
Right? The modeling.
Actually, it is, and they're actually targeting more like teens and all that. So.
Oh, they're targeting teens. Oh, really? They're targeting them, or the teens are choosing because they see how much money they can make?
People really need to get educated on it.
Okay, they're targeting teens right now for modeling.
Yeah.
And then they bring them into prostitution.
Yeah. It's like a setup.
And honestly, it's
so. Here's my thing. These fucking, and I'm not saying that young women are not, you know. I'm not saying they're not being lured into sex work, especially living in Vegas. What I'm saying is that they love that shit. They're seeking it out. If you talk to any porn directors, they're going to tell you, we don't look for women. The women look for us. Porn agents, we don't look for these women. They look for us. They want to do it.
If you think about it, prostitution denotes choice. When you don't have a choice and you're mentally wounded and you've gotten, you know, this
mentally wounded. What about physically? See, all that mentally shit, mentally this and mentally that and emotionally that. No, bitch. Did the nigga put hands and feet on you and say, bitch, you ain't going nowhere? Now then we'll say, okay, that's trafficking. Did he say you cannot leave this room or I'll kill you?
complex trauma thing from being raised as like me, this background. Hers is a little different. That's why I like both of our stories, because the background that I had was complex trauma filled, with my father abusing my mother in front of us kids and then abusing us kids. So it was normal for me to look for a...
So there you go. History of abuse goes into sex work. So history of abuse seeks out what they're trying to call an abusive industry. Here's the thing. I'm not saying that whores don't get fucked. Okay? They get fucked a lot. All right? And not just in a sexual way. Sometimes they get fucked. But they do a lot more fucking than they get fucked. They're fucking way more guys over than they're getting fucked over. You see, if they're truly a prostitute who drums to her own beat. Women who are in the intercourse industry, I'm telling you right now, they finesse men. Oh, yeah, baby, I'm going to meet you here. Send me the deposit on CashApp, da-da-da-da-da, and then they'll never meet you. They rob men, like Cardi B said, drug and rob men, okay? And men don't speak up because, you know, you can't call the cops about them bricks in the kitchen. You're trying to pay for a prostitute. Prostitution is not legal in Vegas. It's legal in Nevada. But Vegas is the hub for prostitution. You see how that works? That's why the gun law argument doesn't work as well, because if bitches going to sell their pussy, going to sell pussy. There's already firearms out here. If people are going to carry a firearm, they're going to carry a firearm. Now we have TJ, this individual who joined the stream. I'm assuming that it is Black Goddess disguising herself. So this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to add this individual to the stream. And TJ, unmute yourself. And if this is Black Goddess, you're getting kicked. Give you 10 seconds.
Let's see it again.
And there we have it. So she's out of here. Anyways, let's keep going.
Strong man that took charge, because that's who my daddy was.
Okay.
And it's funny because the pimp hoe game, that's the one I come from the original. We the original OGs, just to let you know, we the original. I don't care. Anyone tries to
Okay, look what Black Goddess said in the background. She says, my Brad say if he sees you in words close to me and him, he will blow your brains off y'all useless head with his gun and will spit on y'all dead bodies afterwards. I'm going to tell you right now, if you think that your Brad can compete with me, you're out of your fucking mind. Look at me, then look at your man. Look at me, then look at your man. There's literally no way in hell that he would have an advantage over me at all. Mano-y-mano, physically, fisticuffs, no advantage. If we both have weapons, definitely no advantage. Because I guarantee I have more guns than your man. But, you know, we're not going to talk about violence and all this type of shit. But I literally have more guns, boom, and more firearms. Let's keep going.
replace us.
What, Pimp and Hoe what?
Pimp and Hoe parties.
What do you mean, the original of the parties?
Yeah, we were like the original inspiration for all of that. The decade that I come from, the 80s.
So she's trying to take claim for Pimp and Hoe parties. Bitch, niggas have been pimping. You are not finna, man, you are not finna take claim for that, man. Pimping is an old school game. Like, you're not finna take credit for that.
In the early 90s.
Okay, so this is a world I don't know much of, and a lot of my viewers know very little about. So we're gonna learn a lot today.
Yes, we are, and I'm excited.
So you see a couple different worlds going on when you go into casinos,
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Like
Okay.
I have to fight my flesh from being triggered from my past and to believe in and know that I'm in the reality that I'm in right now. Because
So she's fighting her flesh from being triggered. What does that mean? Is she yearning to suck some dick? What the fuck does that mean?
it's so strong. The senses and the feelings and the surroundings and the colors and the nuances
And you know, shout out to the guy who made this video, but this is kind of simpy to like, oh, expose the sex industry with ex-prostitutes. Like, bruh, they were a part of it, they enabled it, they participated in it, and they benefited from it. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how are they trying to paint it as if they're victimized?
and the different people walking by. I can literally look in a crowd, point out pimps, people that are being trafficked. I can point out men that are buying. So we call them tricks, Johns, Marks. I can see in this crowd right now who would be a potential buyer of someone that is underage or someone that's 18 and over.
This bathroom is the one that I would go to touch up my makeup or whatever, refreshing up after doing dates, which is
Dates is getting fucked. Which, like I said, I am pro sex workers. I think prostitution should be legalized, and then what it would bring balance to the sexual marketplace. It would genuinely bring balance to the sexual marketplace, because if you could just pay for pussy, then for one, OnlyFans would. I think because of I think OnlyFans probably wouldn't go anywhere. But you know, you would have men actually getting with women they actually like versus getting with women just for sexual access. So Jesus Christ, man, how many accounts does this bitch have? She's literally obsessed with me. Like, she's literally obsessed. She keeps joining the stream. Bitch, I'm not letting you up if you don't show your fucking face.
going to the tricks or client's room, whatever buyer's room, doing what you got to do. And then I'd go here, and then I'd walk down there.
So she talking about doing a bird bath after she sucked some dick or got fucked. I mean, this is fucking nasty, bro. This is fucking nasty.
To go up and like meet more people and see what I can do.
Yeah.
So this is
I mean, at least slow down. At least do one a day. But see, here's the thing. You heard her. Oh, I go do this so I can see how many more I could do. She's laughing about it. They love this shit. And look, man. I mean, look, what did Kendrick Lamar say? And I don't like my head with no attitude. And I don't like them legs that stay out the roof. Pedicure toward the ceiling. Molly's in the pet. What do you say? Molly's in the pantry too. Pop, 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 popping pussy rather casual. Section 80 paid me ho, so this is what I had to do. Ball, I ball. iPhone, $1 million missed calls. I hit the bank, withdraw. I make a plank with no draws. Motherfucker, I ball. Anyways, and the bottom line is, anyways, if y'all haven't heard that song, We Ball, Dom Kennedy and Kendrick Lamar, bro, that shit is hard. It's oldie but goodie. But I mean, I'm telling you right now, she loves this shit. They love this shit.
I'd walk down there to go up and like meet more people and see what I could do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're supposed to believe they're a victim, they're being sexually taken advantage of. But then she's saying, "Oh, I go down there and meet more people and see what I can do." The only reason she quit escorting is because she got arrested, and it was embarrassing to obviously have soliciting prostitution charge. So that's literally the only reason why.
It's been a long time since I've seen it happen.
Okay,
It's so familiar.
let's just be honest. This is prime real estate.
Yeah.
Right at the heart of the strip. Prime real estate for making.
Look how she's talking about this sex industry. This is not trafficking. It's prime real estate. You know what prime real estate is? A good fucking investment. They're talking about selling pussy like it's a good investment, which it could be potentially if the woman uses it. You know, I mean, there is no right way to sell pussy, right? But if she capitalizes on the capital that she's earning from selling pussy, it could potentially be a good investment. But we all know, let's keep it a buck, these bitches sold thousands of dollars worth of pussy. I guarantee they're broke as fuck right now.
Making big money. Making thousands and thousands of dollars.
Oh, fuck! Yo, nigga! I'm a savant. How did I call it? How did I know? I'm telling you guys, I know the game. Thousands and thousands of dollars worth of pussy sold, not a cent to her name today.
We're not talking $20. Okay. Yeah, not $20 tricks, not $5. Like we're talking 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 for.
And look, that's how it should be. If you a bad bitch and you selling pussy, it's got to be at least close to 1,000 a pop. However, a good negotiator shit, bitch, I'd be like, shit, bitch, I give 200 for the head, 300 for the pussy, take it or leave it. See what she do. Most likely she gonna take it, especially if she finds you attractive. Okay.
For one trick to turn.
When you say tricks, what's a trick exactly?
A trick is when a person pays.
And I'm not saying you can't get them with game. I'm not saying, oh, okay. We talking about paying for pussy right now, okay? I'm not saying you can't get them with game. I'm not saying that, you know, you can't just press up and you know, talk to them sweet and talk to them nice and get them to come to your room. I'm not saying, but what they will do is you get them up to that room and they be like, okay, so where's the money at? It's gonna be this for you to fuck me, and if you don't, my pimp is outside and he gonna beat your ass. For one, they only try that on certain guys, mostly old white guys. They're not trying that on black guys. That's why escorts hate selling pussy to niggas. And this is what they really, I mean, this is the conversation. What's her name? Black Goddess will probably love. Escorts hate selling pussy to niggas because we are, you know, we're cheap. All right. I mean, that's not it's not a something new. I'm not going to say black men are frugal, but we're cheap on a bitch. Okay. So we're not paying 1,000 for pussy. We're not, you know, paying top tier prices for pussy. If we could, not me in general, not me specifically, but a lot of black men who are paying for pussy. If we could, I mean, shit, I've seen niggas run off of pussy. Y'all seen them videos of the niggas in Colombia who, you know, who ran off on them hoes. So that's kind of how it's going down. So women know that. And most of these women's pimps are black men because most other races of men don't have the stomach to pimp. They don't have the stomach and they don't have the understanding of female nature, especially when it comes to a bitch, especially when it comes to a hoe. So most of these women's pimps are either Hispanic, Middle Eastern, or black. Some type of melanated man. You rarely find a white male pimp like who's genuinely a pimp. The white men usually stick to higher levels of trafficking. Like, you want to know who's behind the trafficking? Yes, those are European men, point blank. And yes, they use other races of men to be maybe security, muscle, mules. logistics, transportation. But when it comes to who's really calling the shots, European men are calling the human trafficking shots. When it comes to a day-to-day pimp to John transaction or hoe to John transaction, melanated men are dominating the pimping field. So let's keep going.
For sex.
Okay, so
There's a money exchange, yes.
The fall.
Not all the time. Sometimes you just take your clothes off and then you run out the room. Because if they got,
I heard you, bruh. I told you there are fucking more men, not in the literal sense. They're fucking men over. Sometimes you take your clothes off and run out the room after they get the money. That's theft. And peep this. The colorful bitch, she's still wearing a choker. She's still sucking dick for money. 100%. 100%. She's not triggered by coming in here. She's getting fucking wet. Her pussy's getting moist and her wallet is jumping up and down for joy.
the guy that's buying doesn't
I'm telling you, they love, and I'm loving it. Okay, we're not mad at it. It is what it is. Like I said, I think prostitution should be illegal to even out the sexual marketplace. But I don't like when hoes take the victim of hoes and say that they were trafficked when you were not trafficked, bitch. You had your own autonomy, and most likely you sought out a pimp. Because a lot of times, you know, pimping don't want you if you don't want to be pimped. That's when we talk about pushing P, pimping don't want you if you don't want to be pimped. I don't want a bitch who don't want to hoe. I don't want a bitch who I have to force to get on the, to get on the stroll. You see what I'm saying? So game recognize game.
have enough money to do everything. You don't have to give them everything if you don't want to. You just run. Okay. Memories.
Oh, God.
So by the bathroom is the ATM. So you can bring whoever down or find someone over here. Oh, let's get a couple drinks. And it's so interesting. And then in the bathroom, there's a
So now they're talking about logistics. By the bathroom is the ATM. So while she wash up, she go take her bird bath after getting nutted in or going into a nigga's room and running out. She comes out. She comes out of the bathroom and now she's by the ATM. So now she sees all the Johns who were pulling out their money to go gamble or potentially trick on bitches. And now she's like, ooh, hey, sir, how are you? And you're all going to tell me they're victims? Nah, bro.
long lane.
Shout out to Deshaun. He says, did you see Adam 22, bro? His girl. Yeah, I seen that shit. It's just crazy.
Here, I kind of want to.
Honestly, though, I'm looking to see the video drop because, I mean, if you have watched some of Lena the Plugs, like I can't watch her like collab shit because it's like, nigga, I'm not finna like watch no porno with a nigga that I know. Well, I don't know him, but I mean, you know him too much. You know his face. I mean, it's just weird. And that's why people were begging for her to go do a porno with another guy because guys don't want to jerk. Guys don't want to. They want to jerk off to Lena, but they don't want to jerk off to Adam 22. Okay. And it feels better to them if it's some fucking no name, random black dude who's in the porn industry. Yeah, you might recognize his face, but he's really, it's like 6 degrees of separation. I don't know that nigga. I haven't seen him on no podcast. I've never seen him speak a word. All I've just seen is this nigga be a swinging dick. And it is what it like. Guys are not trying to jerk off to Adam 22. And that's why Lena the Plug, she didn't have to do a scene with another guy. But here's the issue. Now he opened up Pandora's box. She's going to be doing more scenes with more guys. And it's not just going to be black guys. It's going to be white guys that she wants to fuck too. Like Johnny Sins. Because Adam 22 just had a conversation with Johnny Sins' wife. And I think her name's Trisha Sins. And she, which I don't even know why the fuck that nigga got married. But she is now doing porn with other men. And before, she was in the same situation that Lena the Plug was. She couldn't do porn with other men. She could only do it with him, whatever, for their OnlyFans. And now, after a while, now she's doing porn with other men. Johnny Sins, I don't know why he would do something like that. He definitely didn't have to do that. But anyways.
Show you. I would stand in front of this mirror and look behind me as guys would pass by.
Oh, wow.
And I'd be like, ooh, and I like smile in the mirror and wink or whatever, and then come out and get a date.
Told you. They love that shit. They love men gawking over them, being objectified, and they love getting paid for sex. Like, I don't think y'all understand. Reverse the roles. Imagine if women paid you to suck your dick. Bro, there's no way you're passing that up. So I definitely understand the prostitution game, and that's why I think that it should be legal.
The ATM's right there.
Actually, I just thought about it. Let's walk over to. Let's show him that bathroom down in the basement. That's one I used to hide in from all the vice and all the pimps. Oh my God, you got to see this thing. I used to sit in there.
Why is she so excited about hiding from men who potentially are putting hands and feet on her? So I keep telling y'all, they love this shit. They love, like, they talk about trauma. So, excuse me. They talk about trauma so much, but they love the trauma. They love a story to tell. Shout out to Kurt Cobain. He had that song, Story to Tell. These bitches just want a story to tell.
There where the shutters are, and I would just sit and wait and see if there's a rich guy or someone that looks like he has money. If I was in between calls of the escort service because I was super busy, I would sit there and wait to see if I could catch me a whale.
A whale is just a high roller?
That's right. I would
A whale, a shark, either one.
sit there, and right where the little curtains are, you can sit there and have a drink really inconspicuously and just hang out and look around and spy at the tables. And in this bar, I don't know how many nights I sat at that bar, girl. I would sit here and I would just be looking around like, hey, is any action going on? And there'd be guys coming to sit at the bar and I'm like, so what are you doing here? Like, what's going on? Are you by yourself? They're like, yeah, why? Oh, I just want to see if you want some company tonight. They're like, are you saying what you're saying? What I think you're saying? Yes.
This bar, I would always sit at and just.
See, that's how it happens. So she's asking the John if he wants company. See, man, y'all just don't get it, bruh. They love doing this shit, and they have scripts and they practice and all that.
Have a drink, whatever. The second chair is where I first got arrested. And was even more messed up was that the undercover had Jack and Coke or Captain or whatever, and it was real because my ex-trafficker dude at the time told me, you know, if they're not really drinking, then they're probably undercover. He was drinking because I sipped it. And then my dude called and I was like, yeah, he's like, where you at? And I told him, I was like, I got D in front of me. I got arrested.
So there you have it. The reason why she stopped is because she got caught. She got arrested. She thought that the John, you know, was a regular John, and it was actually a cop. It was actually a cop. Okay. So she got fooled. She got fooled. That's the game, man. That's the game.
And we walked all the way in the back to like the secret area by the elevators. Yeah.
You and the undercover.
Yeah.
How many years ago?
Oh man, 2013.
When did you both get out of this?
So she got out after me. First time that I got out was 1998 because I got engaged to one of my tricks.
How much are the most expensive shoes?
Oh gosh. The Louis Vuitton. You got Louis Vuittons here? This one right here?
Both of them. Oh, the pink one? That's cute.
This is very cute.
I've never seen that.
But I really love this. This is kind of my thing right here.
Yeah.
This like chameleon, like rainbow thing. This totally matches what I have on today. You have to understand that this was part of our lifestyle.
The shoes.
Clothing. If I wanted to get more cash out of them, I would take them shopping with me. I'd say, oh, I want to go to Tiffany and get a couple a diamond ring. Oh, I want a Louis Vuitton. I want a Chanel purse. Right there.
So the movie Pretty Woman, sort of like that?
Do you know that that's all the girls that are called girls? That's our fantasy. When I saw that movie, I saw
To
it
be
with my
Julia
trafficker.
Roberts
I saw that with my trafficker when it first came out. And I left the movie. I was walking out of the theater. We were in Hollywood at the time.
Yeah.
I walked out of the theater and I was bawling my eyes out. And he goes, and I'm going to be honest about what he said. What the fuck are you crying about, bitch? And then I was like, what did you just say to me?
So you hear that the pimp can talk about her however, you know, he likes, and she's still with him.
He's like, you fake bitch. What are you crying about? I go, you don't get it, do you? That's what I want. I want that. That's who I want in my life. He's like, well, you ain't getting that with me, bitch. I'm a pimp. The first trick I turned in Las Vegas was at a certain bar that was very famous. A lot of people went to it.
Pimp that she turned? So what is she like saying that she hired this man? This is wild.
And it was near a nightclub inside a very famous casino that we're walking towards right now. And I sat at the bar and I had on a blue, beautiful sweater cardigan from the 50s. And I had on a real short mini skirt with spike black sparkle heels. No nylon.
You see how happy she's talking about this? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, she's just not cute. I don't know how she was getting Johns, but this just goes to show men will fuck anything.
Totally tan. My legs were shiny, and I was just sitting there like all sexy. And this
Sexy where?
guy walks up to me and he's like, "Hey, do you know what time it is?" I said, "Really, dude?" I said, "You have a watch on your hand right now. Seriously?" He ended up giving me $1,000 to go upstairs and talk.
$1,000 to go upstairs and talk. You got to be out your fucking mind. See, you can tell that's a white guy.
So I did.
So you weren't a prostitute at this point?
No, I was. I was already turned out.
Okay.
I'd already been in Hawaii.
How did you start?
So I started because I was in Minnesota at the time. I had 3 jobs. My girlfriend and I were going out to the nightclubs with fake IDs.
So doing something that she wasn't supposed to do, going to nightclubs with fake IDs. I mean, shit, we all did it. So I'm not, judging, but I kind of am. 'Cause it's like, how the fuck do you go from going to the club with a fake ID to prostituting? And this is how women get themselves in trouble. You're underage, you're drinking, and you're going to the club with grown-ass men, and then you want to call men predatory. That's fucking bullshit, man. Because the men are assuming that you are of age when you come into the club. It's bullshit.
I was a teenager, and she and I met these 2 guys at the bar, and they were pimps, and we didn't know it. They were undercover pimps. So this goes in front of the casino. You have more like a good view.
Okay.
Right there. Right there. She's working.
She's working.
She's working.
Damn, why they call out the sister? They called out a black woman saying that she's working. You don't know that. I mean, probably do, but damn, that's fucked up. They called out the black woman.
No, you have more like a good view.
Okay.
Right there. Right there. She's working.
Damn, look.
She's working.
They're talking about the black woman.
How do you know? Just because she's dressed? How do you know?
Her face, the way she's looking, the energy.
A lot more at night, though, right?
The face, the energy. What is that supposed to mean? Because she's black?
Oh my gosh, so much more.
I'm just kidding, y'all. Y'all know I don't do that racial. I mean, I do the racial. Like, we talk about race, but we don't victimize. We don't victimize ourselves as a race on this channel. But I still like playing with it though.
Night during the day is like a safe shift. That's what we call it. I call it the renegade shift because when I left both of my pimps, specifically my first trafficker, I should say,
Trafficker, really, bruh. This is what happens. A real trafficker, it's blood in, blood out, bitch. If a nigga was really trafficking you, you would not be able to tell the story on the back end. If a nigga really trafficked you, you would not be able to tell the story on the back end unless, the FBI came in and you were swooped away and saved by law enforcement, and then they forced you to rat on your plug or on your pimp. Okay. Shout out to Ricky Webster. He asked an intriguing question. He says, what's your honest take on the dating scene in Atlanta currently with black women? Like I said, you have to be a thug max alpha simp to, have success with black women, especially in Atlanta. I mean, that's just the game. And you can fake that. Okay. You can fake that in the way that you dress. But if you dress like a classic man, you're not going to get hot black women. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that you can't get, overweight or, not as attractive, women who don't have even toned skin. But the hottest black women are not dating classic men. They're dating the hood niggas, the scammers, the street niggas, the thug niggas, the niggas who are gang banging. So if you want, unless she's like, preppy white girl, black girl, or earthy, okay? But in Atlanta, if you want a super hot black girl, I'm talking about like a 7 or above, then you're definitely going to have to be a thug max alpha simp.
Work during the day because
or you could just be a rich nigga, but then it's not going to be real love. You know what I'm saying? Well, she's not going to really love you like that. Like, she's just going to, you're a means to an ends with her, which, I mean, you could argue that women don't really love you like that anyway, and you're a means to end with her anyway. But yeah, unless you're a thug max alpha simp, you know, dating hot black, or you have some clout, dating hot black women is going to be difficult. When I was doing the Overdose podcast, like, the black women who come on the show, they like contradict themselves, because like on the show they said, no, we want a man who's nice and da 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 da. And then like once we go to the bars afterwards and we get to conversating and they get some liquor in their stomach, and then we start really talking about who they're dating, they'll show me the nigga that is currently fucking them now. This nigga have face tattoos, fucking drives a fucking Dodge Charger or something. Bro, you can't make this shit up. This is why I don't listen to what women say. I watch what they do. Who is actually fucking you? Who are you actually letting come inside you? Whose dick are you actually sucking? It's the thug max alpha simp.
I knew that he was sleeping all day long because he was up at night all, you know. That's
Right.
when you make the most money. You make the most money when people are drinking, people are getting high on cocaine, people are getting high on weed or
Shout out to never mind.
fentanyl, whatever it looks like. They're popping pills and they're calling the escort service and you're making them happy.
Okay, so origin story. You're in Minneapolis. Your friend. You're going out to clubs. A pimp. You meet a pimp.
Yes, I met
Don't forget they were underage with fake IDs.
this pimp and I did not go with him. My girlfriend went with the other guy. The other guy became a very well-known pimp here in Las Vegas. He brought her out to Hawaii.
Shout out to bro.
And then when we went to Hawaii, I turned my first trick on the Waikiki Beach with a Japanese man, and I didn't have to have any sex.
Damn, she bust that pussy open on the island of Waikiki. I hope you didn't sniff her ass and her anus. But anyways, if y'all know that song, that's Nicki Minaj. But yeah, so she's claiming that she didn't have to fuck the Asian man, and I believe her. Asian guys are simps as well. Asian guys are the ones who, you know, these are the guys who are, you know, ushering in, you know, fucking dolls and fleshlights and fucking virtual porn and all this shit. Like they would, shit. A lot of them would rather fuck a fucking machine than fuck a real bitch. So I genuinely believe that she didn't have to fuck that nigga.
Just I'll go this way. I'll go right here. You didn't have to have any sex.
And obviously, I'm generalizing. I'm not saying every Asian man is fucking a machine or fucking a doll, but that we know that that's where it was popularized, especially in Japan.
What'd you do with them?
All I did is take my clothes off. And the guy freaked out and he kind of lost it. It was less than 3 minutes and I just walked out and I thought, who would not do this for a living? Like, who would not get $500 or $1,000, $2,000 just to take their clothes off?
There you have it. So she is getting paid $500 to take her clothes off, or $1,000 is what she said initially. Now she's dropping it to $500. It's crazy. But $500 to get her to just to take her clothes off. And I mean, shit, Vegas is a beautiful city. I can't even lie, man. I fuck with Vegas.
Because I'm in like flame. Let's do this, you know? And
no, but Amy today would say no, right?
But here's the thing, of course.
No, she wouldn't.
But there was no internet back then.
And maybe some of the reason why she wouldn't necessarily get naked as fast is because she understands that her body's just not as attractive anymore. And women are super insecure when it comes to their bodies and, you know, just not being as hot as she used to be. I mean, imagine just like being able to use your body for anything and everything that you want in life. And then one day it just stops. So that really breeds insecurity in a lot of women.
This was 1987, such an underground world. It was so taboo and so.
Yeah, 1987. Damn. I mean, whoo. And $500 back then was a lot of money.
So attractive. It just drew me in like the Twilight Zone.
You say it's attractive, but a lot of women would say that's very unattractive.
You know what? Right? I have to be honest with you.
Yeah, and look, she's about to spill the beans on all women. Every woman sells the pussy or has contemplated selling the pussy. I mean, every woman sells the pussy in different ways, okay? Married women sell the pussy to their husband for a period of time, then they divorce them, and it's a long-term investment. But you know, she's about to spill the beans and say, yo, all women want to do this. They just don't like the stigma. If every woman could, you know, go into sex work, not have to fuck anybody, which is the biggest thing, not have to fuck anybody and get paid thousands of dollars for men to objectify them, then they would, i.e. OnlyFans.
On my flesh and my wants and needs of the human body of a female, it's very attractive to me because I can meet a very wealthy man. I can meet a good looking man.
Yep.
I can find a man that could take care of me and my family for the rest of my life.
Yep.
And I'll be happy. And that's our idea in fantasy. We sell ourselves when we get into the business.
Okay, so you have.
Yeah, so their idea is I'm going to be a prostitute until I find basically a simp whale, okay? And then he's going to take care of me. But, you know, guys nowadays, there's a lot less of these whales who are actual simps and who are willing to cuff you. But some of them are willing to, you know, these older men, they definitely will take you out the game if you're bad enough. And sometimes even if you're not bad enough.
That Richard Gere fantasy from Pretty Woman.
Absolutely.
Like you're going to meet that guy.
Yep.
And it's, you know, off into the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not using logic because logic says, here's a trick, here's the amount of money, here's an amount of time, and it's over.
Right.
Oh, no, thank you, ma'am.
That's not actually true though. And now she's saying that the Asian woman was selling pussy. Oh, she's probably a working girl too. Look, watch. This is fucking insane, guys.
Here's a trick, here's the amount of money, here's an amount of time, and it's over.
Right.
Oh, no, thank you, ma'am.
So the Asian girl tries to ask him maybe to solicit maybe some cold water. And now watch what she's going to say.
I'm being trafficked herself right now. Labor trafficked.
She's being trafficked herself. Labor trafficked. What? You mean the bitch has a job? Labor trafficked is crazy. What?
You think?
Oh, yeah, she's so aggressive. There's reasons why people are like that. And that's happening in our city a lot. Not just sex trafficking, but labor trafficking.
Labor traffic? No. She has a family to feed. She's trying to sell a product. And nobody's buying.
Of Asian community. It's a great advantage for the traffickers to really take advantage of all the different countries and cultures of different people that can't speak English.
Okay, so I don't want to put Vegas on.
Bruh. Come on now. Now she's just reaching.
The bus, because I was just here with my wife. We had a great time. Like, there's so much amazing stuff here. The performance, Cirque du Soleil, right?
Yeah.
Or like any of the shows. Maury the Magician.
Yes.
Did a video with him. Such a cool guy, right?
Yeah.
But they're just different. They're different levels here,
Yeah,
right?
there is. And
operating at the same time. Like you're
also-
saying that lady's trafficked,
Yeah.
potentially.
She potentially is, the way she's acting. See how aggressive she was, pushed you and tried to make you take her card.
Yeah, yeah.
You only do that if you're under the gun trying to make some money. So she's trying to make her commission. If she doesn't make her commission for her trafficker, she's going to get in trouble. Or her family won't eat. Or her kids will be taken away by the traffickers. They're forcing you, force, fraud, and coercion. That's the definition of sex trafficking and labor trafficking. It's anytime someone forces you to do labor or sex and you're getting paid and they're controlling it, or they're physically using violence as a threat.
Okay.
And hurting your family, maybe your animals. One of my animals got killed because I didn't do what my pimp said.
Back to the start, though. You wanted to do this.
I did.
Okay.
It was my choice in the beginning.
So it was your choice?
It was.
So then what do you mean by the pimp says you have to, like you're under the control of the pimp, you
Yeah,
can't
but-
bounce out?
And listen, I was totally against pimps, and that's where this comes into play.
Okay.
Because if y'all know that song, I'm not going to say the name of it. The song has a female and a male rapping back and forth. This back then was underground explicit lyrics. It was in the 80s. There's been rumors that this man was never even a pimp, but he got these lyrics from, he was a talented writer. They're not, some people say this guy was a pimp. Some people say he wasn't a pimp. But so it goes like this. The pimp says, say ho. And then he says, you like me to say make love? And then he says, I saw you walking down the street and I had to stop. Turn up the radio and drop the top. I said, you look so good. You look so fine, young tender. Would you be mine? I drive it in my car. I take you to my house because I'm a Mac. I cold turn you out. I won't ask and I sure won't beg. Reach right over and rub the leg. I take a hand behind this mini skirt. I'm not even gonna say the rest of the thing, okay? So the girl's response, you provoke no feeling. You must have forgot the girls with whom you're dealing. I haven't the urge to get busy like those dizzy ladies used to dance for you. You're cute, I can't put up my blank. Your vocab is restricted. You're addicted.
What the fuck? This bitch. I come back. She's spitting bars. The hell?
To the word you inflicted time after time. Lie to lie. Talking about the bitches that are on your mind. Do they call you short? Is it your height or your width? Diss me, boy, I'll hang your balls from my clip. The reason why I like that rap is because my ex-trafficker loved that artist.
Right. Oh.
And I was the girl saying, I am not going to be pimped by you. I will never choose up with you. Choose denotes a choice, making it seem like you chose the pimp, you chose the trafficker to be your daddy, so to speak. All the girls are told you have to call us daddy, daddy this and daddy that, because you're in this family, this stable of women that's sharing the same man.
Right.
They're having sex with the same man.
So all the prostitutes are having sex with their pimps.
We call them sex trafficking victims, but not all of them. Yeah.
You don't say prostitute.
Sex trafficking victims. Man, look. We're only 16 minutes in. I'm going to have to conclude the stream right now because we're at 2 hours and 30 minutes, but I will continue this. Ricky Webster says she quoted too short. Okay. I will continue this because I'm just kind of tapped out right now. But I'm gonna continue this stream later. We're at 16:55. But you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaiming Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship requests to email down below or screenshot of your cash app. So I know you're paying on time, man. Y'all need to be on your motherfucking name with the BS. And you already know. Reclaim your throne. Oh, by the way, we are going to stream our second part of the Evil African Kings series on Black Gen Z mindset. So make sure you tune into that as well. You're not going to want to miss it. We are covering Mobutu, the evil Congolese dictator. And we're also going to cover King Leopold II and how he enabled Mobutu, the evil Congolese kleptocratic tyrant, to come into the Democratic Republic of Congo, or what was formerly known as Zaire, and essentially rob the country of its natural resources in order to increase his own wealth and status in Africa. But anyways, you already know what it is, man. Reclaim your throne. I'm out. Peace.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.